Oh my gosh, this movie gave me all the feels and did it have a word not only for children but for adults about making sure that you are living your best life. Hey everyone, it's Sharna from Pay or Wait, and today I'm going to be reviewing Disney's Christopher Robin, okay? So the movie is directed by Mark Forster, and who is responsible for directing movies such as Monsters Ball, Finding Neverland, and so this movie stars Ewan McGregor, and he is Christopher Robin, and so we kind of see Christopher Robin as he is older now. He has his own family. He has a job. He is working, trying to make these coins to take care of his family and put a roof over their head. Unfortunately, we see that he's kind of struggling with letting work kind of take over his entire life. And we see that it's affecting his relationships with his wife and with his daughter as well. And so he receives a visit from some childhood friends as he's struggling with a huge decision at work. And they say, hey, we need your help, okay? I need you to help me, and so I can help you. And so we see him set off on this journey with Winnie the Pooh as he goes over to Winnie the Pooh's neck of the woods to try to help him out with the problem. And then the Winnie the Pooh and his friends try to help Christopher Robin kind of like bring back his childhood, trying to bring him to realize like what life is supposed to be about, and it's not supposed to be about work. So before we get into this, I have a fun little story to tell you guys. So I was actually in love with Winnie the Pooh when I was a little kid. I used to walk around with this Winnie the Pooh doll every single place I went, and then all of a sudden one day it disappeared. And where did it go? My dog had an issue. My dog had some jealousy between me and Winnie the Pooh's relationship, okay? I don't know if my dog felt like there wasn't enough love to go around for the both of them, but when I was 13, I figured out where my Winnie the Pooh doll went, because all of a sudden, before we're moving, my dog starts digging something up in the backyard, and what is it? It's Winnie the Pooh. And not only is it Winnie the Pooh, he bit off Winnie the Pooh's head and buried the doll in the head in the backyard, and I couldn't believe it. But when I saw Winnie the Pooh, I was like, Pooh Bear, I missed you so much. I can't believe he did this to you. I'm so sorry I let this happen to you. But that was the true story, y'all. This had nothing to do with the review. I just felt like it was something that you needed to know. So going back into the movie. So what I loved about this film is I actually loved how seeing Ewan McGregor like have all these range of emotions as he's talking to like Pooh and to Tigger and everyone. I thought it was really cool to see, because it has to be like you're acting to something that you know is supposed to be there, but it's not really there. And even seeing his like influx of emotions that he goes throughout the course of the movie with them, I thought it was really cool to watch. And I have to say, they are so funny. Like Pooh Bear was just so funny. Tigger was my absolute favorite, but I think that Eeyore kind of stole the show for everyone and delivered some really funny moments throughout the film. I would just have to say, at first when I saw the trailer, I didn't know. Like, I was kind of like, they look kind of creepy to me a little bit, but I was like, I'm gonna watch to see how it plays out on the big screen while watching the film. And they were actually pretty cool. They were cool to look at, and I think it was very reminiscent to what your favorite toys will look like if they made it towards like you being an adult now, and like how would they look if your kids were playing with the toys. So I thought it was really cool how they came up with the concepts on how to bring these characters to life and kind of like this live action form of a movie. And so another thing that I really appreciated was how this movie really relates to adults. And there's always, in any Disney movie you see, it's not just for children, it's for everyone. But I really feel as though that this movie will be eye-opening for, I would say, most adults. It was very eye-opening for me to see Christopher Robin's journey from a young boy into being a father, and kind of seeing those interactions that he had as a child, and how his relationship with his parents and how they raised him, how that kind of passed down to his relationship with him and his daughter. And so to see how going from child to adult, and how you kind of lose sight of your dreams, and you know, you just have this sense of like hope and how everything is going to work out. And then when you become an adult, you kind of just live your life. You're just not living in the moment necessarily, I would say, for majority, not all. And to see how he was such a workaholic, to see how much work was dominating all the areas of his life and he couldn't even see it, to how it affected his relationship with his wife and his relationship with his daughter, I thought that it would be something that it's a message that's very eye-opening, especially since there's so many workaholics. And I think a lot of people need to live in the moment, to not just live to work. And I felt like that's what his character was doing, and kind of seeing how being with his childhood friends, kind of going back into that childlike mind state, how that kind of helps him evolve as a person towards from the beginning to the end of the film. And so I love that they show how these relationships play on, you know, what the wife was going through. I love how they show the dynamic of kind of the issues that they were having, and even like how his workaholic tendencies kind of rolled over into how his daughter was, like how she strove for acceptance and what that looked like to her based off seeing what her father did at work. And so I think that this movie is great for the entire family. It's definitely a funny movie, but I think this movie is so realistic and human to life. So there's dark moments in the film, not a whole bunch of dark moments. I don't want to scare anyone and think that anything is crazy is going on, but I feel like it's just really realistic to what people face in life, and how you kind of lose your innocence from being a child as you go into adulthood, and you're not living as free. You're not living as like exciting and happy as you were as a child, because you have real life circumstances. You got bills to pay. You got people to feed. It's a lot going on. But overall, I had a great time watching this movie. Everyone was laughing. The kids were laughing. There was a little jokes that the adults got that the kids wasn't getting. Everyone seemed to have a very good time in the theater. I'd had a great time watching this film as well. And because of that, I would have to say you pay to see this movie in theaters. I had fun. They were so cute. It gave me all my life. It gave me a word to help me get my life together so I can live my best life possible, okay? So those are my thoughts on Disney's Christopher Robin. As always, my name is Sharona from Pay or Wait, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I will see you soon.